or at least the play-ins have arrived tonight and tomorrow night. Entering the season's final day, the top 2 seeds in the West were already locked in, and Denver secured the 3 seed with a 10-point win over San Antonio. The Nuggets taking advantage as the Spurs sat Victor Wembanyama. So Denver wins their 12th straight, 4th longest streak to end a regular season in NBA history. Here's an interesting note. The Spurs have now lost just 4 games since the start of February. 3 of them have come against Denver. The other was on that Sunday afternoon at the very end of a long road trip at New York. So they've been unbelievably good, but will they rue the day they decided not to try and win yesterday and knock Denver down to the 4 so they wouldn't have to see them in the second round? Iman Shumpert and Vinny Goodwill, I will start with you. Is Denver a bad matchup for San Antonio? They've beaten them 3 times.
I don't know if they're a bad matchup, but I think once you get to the second round of the playoffs, Greeny, you can't run from anybody. I do think that the 2 games that they lost most recently, close games on the road, the one game where Jokic hit the Sombor shuffle with the outstretched arms of Victor Wembanyama, that's on the road. That's in overtime. If you are afraid of a team because you lose a game by close margins on the road, then you're probably not. Look at this shot, man. There's nothing you can do about that.
Right foot, right hand.
Give me a shoulder, give me a little shimmy, give me
Need a little bit of room.
So, Shump, if I said to you the whole world has been talking about a San Antonio OKC conference final, and I said to you, you're not going to get to see it because Denver is going to beat San Antonio in round 2, what would you say back?
I say it's must-see TV because though I see that Denver is in the running and I see that Denver matches up really well, I saw the couple of games they won. I still think that the Spurs have to see OKC. I think that it's one of them things where we're thinking maybe you don't want to see them. Let somebody else take care of that. But I think the competitor, and not only in Wemby, but in the Spurs organization, is saying, we're going to see them, and that's fine.
We're going to find out about playoff experience, right? You've been down these roads. You've won NBA championships. You know what it takes. The biggest disadvantage San Antonio has is they have no playoff experience. Denver, of course, the core of that team, won a championship just a few years ago. How much of a difference do you believe, let's first guess it, how much of a difference does that playoff experience make when we get a series like that in mid-May, assuming we get it?
It makes a whole lot. I don't want to sit here and say what I said about OKC and San Antonio to feel as if we don't understand what's at stake when you're playing against, champions, essentially. But I think the biggest thing that it comes down to is that man right there, Jokic. Him being calm and collected, but not only being that, being a league leader in multiple categories in ball control and saying, hey, scoring it as well as being an efficient passer and a willing passer is the top of my game. Whenever you have a guy making decisions and he's making it at the 5 position, it's just hard to defend against. So I don't want to disrespect them. It's just I'm that excited about San Antonio and San Antonio's backcourt and the way they defend.
I think it's an important thing to remember. We look at Oklahoma City as the model for team building, maturity beyond their years. 2 years ago, they were the #1 seed in the Western Conference, and they got knocked out in the second round by the Dallas Mavericks because they did not have playoff experience.
Right.
And nobody viewed that as an upset. We looked at it as this team has to learn. Maybe San Antonio goes through the same thing this season.
That's right. My dear friend Michael Wilbon, when I was hosting the NBA with him, said, you have to have your heart broken before you can win an NBA championship. Spurs haven't had their heart broken yet. They don't know what they don't know. The other piece of it is Denver might be the only team that has the advantage over them at that position, to your point. Yeah. If you're, I don't know what you consider Wembanyama. Maybe he's whatever position you want to put him at, because technically you could put him at 1 through 5. Yeah. But if you're going to call him their big, the only team that maybe you give the advantage at that spot to is Denver, right? Jokic is the best player in the league.
I just think that Jokic also can make Wemby unaggressive in ways. We saw that in their couple of matchups this year.
Yep.
He doesn't stray away from Wemby. We've watched a lot of people come up with an array of moves, different finishes that we haven't normally seen them do in a game. Right. On a higher floater, it seems like. I think Jokic did a great job of making sure he got into his body, make sure he neutralized him at the rim, and was able to do finishes that we've seen Jokic do. He might have put a little bit more on, I ain't gonna lie. He probably put a little bit more on the height of every shot. But he didn't adjust his game. He kind of went at him, and when you do that, you kind of control the tempo and control a guy saying, hey, I don't want to foul right here. I want to stay in the game. That makes a guy a little unaggressive.
Our matchups we have in the Western Conference are the only ones that are decided. We will have Denver, Minnesota in the 3-6. We'll have the Lakers and the Rockets in the 4-5. And, of course, the rest of it will get sorted out by the play-ins over the course of this week. The Rockets, look at this. For those of you who don't speak gambling, the Rockets are a prohibitive favorite at DraftKings to beat the Lakers, despite the Rockets being the 5 and the Lakers beating the 4. If you haven't been paying attention, the reason for this is because the Laker team that goes into this postseason is not the one that earned the 4 seed and frankly would have been the 3 seed.
Yeah.
But they lose Luka and Austin Reaves basically at the same exact time. So I think conventional wisdom and certainly DraftKings is saying the Lakers have no chance. Do you think they're right? Do the Lakers have no chance?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah. They have no chance. I hate to say it, but it's true.
It's no cool way to say it. I don't think that we're going to be watching bad basketball the way everybody's been saying, though. They made it seem like it was going to be a tanking series type of thing, and I don't think it's going to be that. I think they got competitors over there, and I think that anytime you put one of our superstars in our league in a position down the stretch to say, hey, it can be a game, if you leave 5 minutes on the clock, I think LeBron James can make enough right decisions against whoever you're making decisions against to make it a good game.
What do you think?
I think appreciating LeBron and Kevin Durant in their last rodeo. This could very well be the last time we see these guys in a playoff series together. They were last playing in the 2018 NBA Finals.
Right.
Younger men. But from a matchup standpoint, the Lakers can only stay in this if they stay close throughout 3 quarters. Houston's one of the worst offensive teams in the 4th quarter. Those 2 games that they won back-to-back in Houston on, I think, March 24th and 26th.
Yeah.
The Lakers outscored them in the 4th quarter, held them to 12 points in that first matchup because we're not sure what type of offensive unit Houston can be if Kevin Durant doesn't receive the ball from a point guard.
Man.
So and we're all in agreement. I mean, Houston has a huge advantage here, and it's just a shame. I mean, the Lakers are going into this thing so shorthanded. But give me the numbers LeBron will have to put up in any game they win. What will LeBron have you'll be here with me in the morning.
I know I'm asking a lot out of you, man.
What's
but
going to be?
I'm going to need a good 35, 15,
12.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be Jokic out here.
Yeah.
And I'm saying.
And 10 years ago, he would have given it to you like that, right? I mean, the LeBron James you played with, you just said, I got this.
It's got to feel a little different now, though.
He's got to control tempo.
It's got to be more. It's got to be more
series.
threes now. You got to make all your free throws. You know what I'm saying? Here and there, you could press the gas and do your LeBron thing, but it's got to feel like he's only going to finish this game with 25 points and then free throws at the end and making decisions, making big shots. It can't feel like the whole game he is pressing and go and using a ton of energy.
I was dying to see what they could do with Luka and Reaves. It's a shame we're not going to get the chance to see it. Much more hoops as we continue this morning. Coming up, 10 days to the draft. So we'll play the love game. Will Jeremiah Love be a difference maker or an expensive overreach? If, let's say, the Giants take him at 5, we'll answer that question. Plus, after 3 seasons in Milwaukee, Doc Rivers out. But will Giannis decide to stay or go? We're weighing in, and you'll hear from him as we roll on. It's a Monday. It's Get Up on ESPN.